I just wanted to do a quick update video for the YZ80. Yeah, I messed up again. So now we're on piston number 4. So when I first got it, this was the original piston. And then I had a couple decent gouges over here, and it was making really low compression. I probably could have fixed it with just a ring, but I decided, you know what, I want to put some time and money into the bike, I'll get a new one. So this was all in the original jug. So I bought this one, and then it ended up throwing the wrist clip out on this side. And yeah, I had it offset 6 o'clock off from the little nub. Threw it up, smashed it into bits, screwed up the cylinder, which was in the first video I posted of it sitting there. But got some nice gouges in that one. So then when I wanted to take on this project, I figured, oh, I'll just buy another jug. So I did that. And so I bought another jug that was 49 mil, so 1 over stock. So this is the 1 over piston. And then when I installed that, I used a full gasket kit, and that gasket was wrong. So here's the stock jug that I got redone. Obviously, yeah, it's another story, but so you got your 2 dowel pins on the back side, and that would move the gasket over to where it covered a little bit of this area. So as the piston came up, kept hitting that, so that messed up this whole side, and now that whole jug is actually off center. So it was going up, hitting, and falling down like that. It ended up burning through the head gasket, and this piston was trash, and now that jug has to be bored over to 50 millimeter, which is the max, if it even will go that far. So after that, I broke down. I went to a shop, and $200 later got my cylinder done with a piston for it, and I started polishing it, got it all nice and pretty, didn't even get all the polish off. Got it broken in, did about 5 heat cycles, 2 or 3 short rides, and then I finally took it out into the desert, and I was racing a car while I was on the dirt next to the road, and then 6th gear pinned for an extended period of time got the better of me. So now my nice forged Wasner has died after about 1.5 hours. But because it did have that heat treat coating on it, most of this is actually piston material, and I think that I might be able to just get this honed out and save it. Because believe it or not, that is piston material. It's not actually scored that bad. So I got to bring it back in, see if we can get her going again. And yes, I probably do need a bigger bike, but the little bike's fun to play with. So it's my only 2-stroke dirt bike I got. I figure I'll stick with it. Old head gasket's still sticking on there, but yep, I'll bring it back in. Figured I'd keep you guys updated now that I'm, let's see, 4 pistons down. 4 pistons, 2 jugs, and it's still not working. I figured it was a good story that would be worthwhile. Well, any questions, suggestions? And no, I'm not going to ride the bike easier, because I'm going to ride it how it was meant to be ridden. And we'll see. But on top of that, I was using a different mix as I was draining the fuel out of it to store the bike again. I was using some 2-stroke oil that we had laying around, and that didn't seem to be mixing quite right. So I'm going to switch over to Castrol 927 on the new one. Probably run about 38, 36 to 1. Try and get it nice and lubed up for the hard riding I plan on doing. Anyway, if you got it this far, thanks for listening to me ramble. Hope you guys have a great day.